What up, Oklahoma Hustle crew? I'm here to talk today about my short stint in the oil field. Obviously, I went from an office job of 14 years to another office job, and then my brother pulled some strings and got me on doing wireline. Been doing that for the past 6 months, just through our 2 weeks in, and basically told not to return. It was either this past Saturday or Sunday. But so yeah, I wanted to make a YouTube video, my short stint in the oil field. I know it's pretty dumb with me only being in the oil field for 6 months, but hey, I learned a lot in them 6 months. You learn quick in there, you know. So I have my iPad of all these bullet points I've gathered that I want to talk to y'all about. You know, first things first. You know, the OGs, they might not want to talk to the new hands, but if you can befriend them and get them on your side, they're definitely a way to go. They'll have all the good tips and tricks of how to make it more bearable. Always keep the pep in your step. You know, don't drag ass around. Because in the end, you're there to make a hand, not be dead weight. So just kind of hustle a little bit. Next thing, always go for the working wrench. Don't be that guy that always lets the other people do all the manual work. You know, take pride in getting the working wrench where you get to show your skill, you know, show what you're capable of. Called 2-to-1s that say you can bleed off excess pressure. But they also are known as low torques. So somebody might say, hey, are your low torques open or closed? They got these little dots, one at the top, one at the bottom. If they're sideways, it's open. If they're straight up and down, it's closed. This is shut it in, open her up. You know, you'll learn all kinds of hand signals out there. I mean, obviously, you know, straight up, you know, have the crane operator or forklift operator go down, you know, scope out, so the arm will go out, scope in, it'll come back to you. They also have boom up. So if you're needing a tool kind of brought back closer to you, hit them with that, hey, boom up. If you need it to go away from you, then you go boom down, you know, and then that crane will lower, get you set just right, be able to put all your stuff together. 2,000 foot. Normally, your engineer will say 2,000, 1,500, whatever it may be. But that basically means you got about 10 to 15 minutes to get your gloves on, get all suited back up, and get out there and ready for the to come off and attach another tool or whatever you maybe lay down. And obviously, I mean, you know, a lot of these they might be universal, but it might pertain to more wireline or, you know, vice versa. Also, when 2000's called, bleed off that tool trap. That way, your engineer, go ahead, come up through the tool trap, and you know that door is going to fall right back down once your tool gets above it. So it's just like a fail safe, so it doesn't fall back down in the well. So, I don't know if this is for every crew, but at least with my crew that I ran with, Marlboro Reds and pre-workout is what we ran on. Okay. I mean, those were kind of essentials to help kind of regulate stress and get you wired up and going. So, be proactive, not reactive. If you stay on top of your stuff, cleaning tools when they come out of the hole, let's say you're logging and you are going to have another run after that, build that tool for that next run and have it set up and going. That way when your logging tool comes out, disconnect, connect to your new one, right back up, stab right back on, and you're going. Angle of the dangle is everything. It is insane how being off just a hair when it comes to threading things on nice and smooth can jack everything up. If I learned that if you're trying to put a nut on and it kind of hangs up, tink on it with another one, or get a hammer or a sledgehammer or whatever, tink it a couple times, and somehow it like breaks it loose, and it will usually continue to thread up. Obviously, as long as you're not cross-threaded, but this one's pretty obvious. Don't stick your hands where they could get crushed. If you look at a situation and say like, should I grab it there? If it draws any type of should I or should I not, don't do it. Just keep your hands clear and save them digits. Total Lube and Diesel are your best friends when it comes to connections or cleaning grease off your windows. I know is not a good idea with diesel, but you hit it with diesel, wipe it off, and then hit it with the window cleaner, the blue and white spray window cleaner stuff. Real nice. Cleans up real nice. Do your best to not stand under a suspended load. You might be using the best of the best equipment, but there's always that freak accident that could, it could get you. So just be wary and try not to stand underneath anything that could, if it fell, could potentially land on you. You want to be cautious, but not too cautious, because if you're too scared, then you can end up getting more people hurt. So just have your head on a swivel, always paying attention to your surroundings, and you should be good. One thing I learned via my brother was, even though they look big, and a lot of them have bum knees. So, if you end up getting in a battle royale on location, go for the knee. Apparently a lot of people have bad knees out there. Plus, this ain't no fair fight. You're in it to win it. Another thing my brother told me, even if you don't know what you're doing, just do it anyway, as long as it isn't gonna hurt you. But you'd rather get in trouble for doing the wrong thing and being corrected than not even doing anything at all and just looking like you're standing around. I always want to show that initiative. I used my day off, one of my days off, to wash my coveralls. I suggest that if you can, work 5 days or however many sets of coveralls you got, work those days, and then make sure as soon as you get a day off, you wash all of them. That way you're not worried about, oh man, dang, I only got one wash. No, I only have 2. No, you just get them all done and get it out the way. A lot of people use different concoctions for cleaning the grease and grime off their coveralls. Washes his with Tide Pods, Dawn soap, and Purple Power. So that worked really well. Just throw 2 Tide Pods, like 10 circles of the Dawn soap, and maybe 2 or 3 splashes of Purple Power. Does wonders. The keys sometimes for the SkyTrack and the man basket are located anywhere on said piece of equipment. I looked in the ignition, nothing. Looked under the lid where the big red button is on the actual body of the man lift, wasn't there. The guy we worked with went over there. Oh, he found it. They had it in the engine compartment on the alternator. Somebody coming from an office job to go out there, I never would have thought that. So you got to really think outside the box out there. When you think you're not allowed, you're allowed to. If you put the keys in the ignition and try to start it and there's nothing, the battery's probably not dead. Reach over, grab the lever for, forward, neutral, or reverse. Make sure it's in neutral, because a lot of them have safety switches that if they're not in neutral when you go to start it, it won't even start up. So it's probably just in gear and not in neutral. So just know that. Pick up the hand signals. You got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you turn your hand sideways, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another hand signal is this one, 0. So the well should have, no pressure on it, and you're good to go. Like I said earlier, open, close. You normally go like that when the tool trap's open. The tool trap, the arms will start jumping, so you raise your hand, and then when they finally drop and it's no longer bouncing, wave it off, and that means you've cleared the tool trap. Learn to whistle loud. I still can't do it very well. And I tried practicing in the truck and everything like that, and Dude wipes. Yeah, use Dude wipes or whatever brand you like to use. Most of the porta potties are exceptionally clean, which is really surprising. But when that's all you got, you keep it, you keep it nicer than you would at a county fair. But yeah, Dude wipes are the way to go when it comes to cleaning up. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make this video. I felt like it would be some good content. Y'all may or may not think so, but it's all good, because maybe somebody will come across and be like, dang, I was thinking about going in the oil field, and you know what? That kid he sold me on it, or, changed my mind. Another thing, get you a big old backpack and go out and get normal things like Imodium, Benadryl, Tylenol, Advil, Emergency, things like that can help you get through a day. Like if you're not feeling very well, some Tums or Pepsid, whatever, and put that in that backpack and always take it with you. In my backpack, I also kept my iPad, headphones, an extra cord for my phone. that was kind of my entertainment bag slash go everywhere bag. When it comes to lunch, sandwiches are awesome. They're super easy, they're light on the stomach. But make sure you got some other snacks and candies, liquid IVs, just something, because obviously when you're on location, you don't leave unless you got a cool engineer, or plenty of downtime that you can go to a convenience store if you're close to one, come back. I had 2 pairs of boots. I had muck boots, and they were the Chore Maxes. And then I had, or I still have, but these brand new Ariats, the Overdrive or One Drive. Both of them are super comfortable. Towards the end, I just kept wearing my muck boots because I never had to worry about getting. If it did rain, I was already in them. If it didn't rain and the location was muddy as all get out, no biggie. I wasn't worried about it. Then I had a big old trench coat, raincoat that would go, as far as I know, right down past my muck boots, so they'd stay dry. I'd stay dry. And as I keep saying, I got so very lucky with my little stint in the oil field because it wasn't crazy cold. I never got rained on except once, and it was for like 5 to 10 minutes. We were never out there when it was actually snowing. We went out there after it snowed. My brother's been in this a long time, and so is the other guy we worked with. They have a lot of knowledge to be able to make things more bearable. So that really saved my ass. So if you have any other questions or whatnot, or don't even care, whatever, the video will be out. I appreciate you for watching.